How's everybody doing? This is Ruben once again with Ulosophy. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked any of my past videos, please subscribe to the channel, like or comment on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, make sure to visit our blog, our Instagram, our Twitter, our blog, our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter. We add great and powerful information there on a regular basis, so check that out. Today I want to talk about, if we look at a very successful person, a person that we can look at and say, that person has a lot of success, we can definitely say, let's study this person. What is the common denominators of this, denominations of this person? What is he doing? What is he or she doing? We could definitely learn from that. We can all agree we could do that. One of those successful persons we could point at, and we could really see what is his or her common denominators, or what is his common denominators. What is he doing? What are his habits? For us to learn, so we could start implementing some of those habits. It's Bill Gates, right? Everybody talks about Bill Gates, and when they talk about success, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna talk about Bill Gates. If they're doing a show on successful people and entrepreneurs, they're gonna talk about Bill Gates. It's not a bad name. Obviously he's had tremendous amounts of success. So for this video, I want to point out something that he said very profound in one of his interviews. And he did an interview back when the Larry King show was on CNN. I believe it's out of the air now, but he did a show on Larry King. Larry King interviewed him, and Larry King asked him, very boldly, like, "Hey, let's take out everything else. What is the key to success? Obviously, you've managed to gain this so much success. What is the key? What's the secret to your success?" And basically he said there was three things that caused him to have success, maintain success, and prosper in that success to massive levels. He basically said, this is what I did. This is what I did to accumulate this success. And obviously what he is still doing. And that is this. He said, first it was timing. You know what? I was at the right place at the right time. Timing. And luck has a lot to do with that. That's what he said. Bill Gates, 3 keys or 3 steps to success. The first one, he said, it was timing. He was at the right place at the right time. And he said luck had a lot to do with it. Now let's break that down. Timing, being at the right place at the right time, and luck has a lot to do with it. As we've talked about, our teachings, what we teach, what I teach, what I talk about is that success in life, and whatever you think is success in your life, it doesn't have to be financially, it doesn't have to be spiritually, it doesn't have to be emotionally. Whatever you see success, maybe success for you is creating beautiful pictures, like painting or taking pictures, or doing beautiful gardens. We're all different. But whatever that success is, for you to reach massive, huge amounts of success and prosper in that business or whatever you're doing, it has to be, according to Bill Gates, the first thing is timing. Being at the right place at the right time. And he said luck had a lot to do with it. Now, what we teach here, if you followed our teachings and followed our videos and followed what we have been talking about, is that you create your own luck. Luck is not this, sacred, unique thing that only, picks on certain people. No. It could be all that, but for you to encounter it, you create it. It's up to you. You're the one that creates that luck. And how do you create it? Well, we've talked about the system, the proper steps. And that's getting your mind right, having the correct attitude. See, before you do anything, before you do the hard work, before you go and study, before you go and read that book, before you go and listen to that teacher, and that teacher show you the step by step of what to do to build the business or whatever it is, you have to make sure that your mind is right, your thoughts are correct. Your positive ball of energy is bigger than your negative ball of energy. You have to make sure that your mind is correct. Because when your thoughts are right, your emotions are in the right place, and thus those good emotions will give you all the energy and will give you all the incline for you to want to do work, for you to want to, take massive action or whatever. So we talk about how you create your own luck by having your mind right. First, your mind, then that will produce good energy in you, positive energy, which means you will want to start doing things. You will want to start reading books. You will want to start studying about this business. You will want to, start creating things, whatever your dreams are. And then luck comes. Luck, it's right where opportunity is. And for you to find opportunity, you have to be wanting to do. You have to work. Bottom line, you have to work. Anybody who works will find opportunity. The difference is that will you take advantage of the opportunity? And if you do, how long can you sustain that opportunity? Will you make that opportunity prosper? And this is why most people fail. Most people forget the thought process. They forget that, getting their thinking right is important, and they just go on to do just the work. Just go and work hard. Well, if you work hard enough, you will find opportunity, but their thoughts aren't correct. So they can't sustain that heaviness that opportunity for it to prosper requires. See where I'm getting at? That is why we talk about how your foundation, getting your thoughts correct and getting this information, into your DNA or into your belief system and being this information, it's your foundation. Getting your thoughts right is your foundation for you to build your building. Getting your thoughts correct is building that deep foundation. So once you start building it, it won't crumble like everybody else's, building does. We're doing something totally different than ever been taught. Because we're getting down to the root. See, most people talk about, yes, go straight in and just work hard. That's all you have to do and you'll find success. Yes, you will find success if you work hard, but you will lose it just as fast as you found it, because your thoughts aren't right. You won't be producing that positive energy in you to make you want to work even harder. See, you will start working because you feel like you have to. And that's when your building will crumble. When you start working so hard, people look at you like you're a maniac, but you feel like you want to do it, like you're having it doesn't feel like work. You're like having so much fun because you're going somewhere. You're working towards something. Your thoughts are right. To others, it will look like hard, sacrificial work, miserable, but it doesn't. It's not. To you, it's like, you feel good. And that's the difference. You create your own luck. See, finding opportunity and finding success in life is easy. Just work hard. Just work hard. But how do you sustain that success? How do you, prosper that success? By your thoughts, having your foundation right, so your building won't crumble. So Bill Gates said, you know what? One of the steps is timing. I was at the right place at the right time, and luck had a lot to do with that. How do you manage? We know being at the right place at the right time is opportunity. So how do you get opportunity? By working hard. He also said, and luck had a lot to do with it. So how do you get luck? By getting your mind right, getting your thoughts correct. The training balance scale. 90, if not 100% of success is your thoughts, is the thought process. And that's how you will find luck. The second step, he said, was, depth of vision. I had depth of vision. I saw the computer industry, and I saw it in a way that nobody was seeing it. I saw opportunity. He had depth of vision. Now let's break that down. If I ask you, if I show you an acorn and I ask you, what do you see? What do you see? Think about depth of vision, right? Depth of vision. When I show you an acorn, what do you see? Well, most people will say, you know what? I see a tree. When you show me that acorn, I see a tree. Well, that's not a totally bad answer, but it's not the answer I'm looking for. Yes, you have some depth of vision because you're looking at the acorn not as what it is, but what could it become, or something farther than that, right? Another person I show the acorn to, and they may say, you know what? I see a forest. I don't see a tree, I see a forest, right? Now that person has very deep depth of vision. If you ask me, you know what I see? I see buildings and houses and construction sites and all this, architectural work around the world from the wood. You see how depth of vision works? Go deeper. Don't when you see your dream, don't look at your dream, look at what it could become. When you see those opportunities come to you, don't look at them as what they are, look at them as to what they will become. So that's what Bill Gates said. He said his second step was depth of vision. He saw the computer industry in a way that others didn't see it. He saw it, help, being in millions of homes. Not just, before Bill Gates started Microsoft and Steve Jobs started Apple and Macintosh, whatever, computers were used, but only for corporations and like NASA and stuff like that. They were never when computers were built, they were never intended or built for personal use. That was never the intention when they were built. But Bill Gates and people like Steve Jobs didn't see that. They had depth of vision. They saw those computers and they say, you know what, I could see this in every single home. And obviously they were right. And guess what? When they started claiming that, and other people like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs started claiming that you know what? Let's start making computers for personal use. All the big corporations, which many of them are not around no more, but at the time there were huge computer manufacturers, laughed at these people and said, computers for personal use, for home use? You're crazy. What? They laughed in their face. They said the potential. They actually said this. They said the potential for computers in the home, it's a -0, I believe. They said -2 or -3. I don't know. I remember, but it was like not even like out of 10,000 people, only like 10 people will have one. That's what their calculations were. Look at today. You're weird if you don't have a computer. You're like out of the norm if you don't have a computer. But you see what depth of vision is? Don't look at your dream or what you want to see in life just as it is. Have depth of vision. Don't look at your life, whatever your life is right now, whatever your point at life is. Don't look at it as what it is. Look at it as what it can become. And it can become great. History has proven that. History has proven that. So Bill Gates' last step was, he said, you know what? After being at the right place at the right time, after seeing and having that depth of vision, you know what? I took massive and immediate action. I took massive and immediate action. He said once he saw the dream and once he saw the potential in the computer business, and once he saw what it could become, he said, I didn't wait to get guidance. I didn't wait for someone to tell me, wait 5 years, or you know what, the time is now, or no. He said, I took massive and immediate action. He just didn't take action. He just didn't go and take action. He said, I took massive and immediate action. And now he's in the top 3 most wealthy people in the world. I mean, that was Bill Gates' 3 steps to success. And we broke them down. So now follow them. Now, like I said, everybody's dream is different, and everybody's dream is not to be a billionaire. Everybody's dream is not to, make huge success in the technology business. No, I'm talking about whatever your dream is. Your dream could be building lamps. That's your natural incline. That's what you love to do. You may be, a wine fanatic. You may love wine. You may love to, and have a dream to create a great line of wine. I don't know. You may be, your dream may be designing or creating coffee. I don't know. Everybody's dream is different. But the steps and the process to make those dreams a reality is all the same. We all have blood in our veins. We all have a heart. We all have organs. We all have literally every the same things. So the process to get to our dreams shouldn't be different. The dreams are different, but the process to get there is not. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, like or comment on the video. I'll see you guys next time.